Hello, welcome back to the channel. Thank you for being here. Let's see which zodiac sign needs the next reading. Let's see, let's just see what they say. Leo, interesting. We haven't done Leo in a little bit, so let's see what's going on with Leo energies. Messages for Leos. Messages for the highest timeline for the most benevolent ancestors, for Leo people and placements. Okay, could be some kind of change regarding your position. Maybe something's coming to an end regarding your work or your job. Tell me more for Leos. What are the messages for their highest timeline from their ancestors, guides, and deities, Jesus, Angel Michael, for their highest timeline for Leo? Okay, there's something about feeling maybe unstable financially in the future position. Maybe you're like worried about finances. Tell me more for Leo energies. There's something here about Knight of Pentacles in the reverse. So this is something about being impulsive regarding finances or not looking for the long term, maybe rushing something. Yeah, something maybe hasn't worked out. This could be regarding like a friend or a choice or something about your manifestations. Yeah, something you could be manifesting out of fear or like desperation or like a negative place or like repetitive karmic patterns and loops. And there's something about having to overcome the devil in order to move towards a new beginning. Yeah, there's some kind of healing that has to take place in your emotional realm first, it looks like. So you can change your electric frequency and as such magnetize better towards. You could have had a falling out with somebody that you were invested in, maybe financially, but also emotionally. Leo, messages for Leo. A lot of reversals. Interesting. Messages for Leo. That's okay, though. I mean, we are in retrograde season. Saturn and Neptune and Mercury are all in retrograde. So, yeah, there's something that you're not seeing clearly that you might need to reevaluate, and that's the perfect time to do it. That's why retrogrades are so powerful. The effects of the planets are felt much more powerfully, and sometimes, especially like Neptune in retrograde, allows us to actually maybe see through illusions or through wishful thinking and get to the heart of the matter. So yeah, something could have been overburdening you, or a new beginning could have overburdened you, or you could be thinking a lot about a new beginning. It could be giving you anxious nights, sleepless nights. I feel like it's something about simplicity could be important. Messages for Leo. There's some kind of confusion. You need to see through some kind of confusion, something about your belief systems. Let's grab you an oracle. Most important advice for Leo people and placements from their highest team and their highest timeline from their ancestors, spirits, Angel Michael, and God. Winter of Besom and Aquarius. Interesting. All are capable of dreaming, but it is those who surrender to vision who are visionaries. Antlers underneath that. Allow the magic of who you are to be seen by the eyes you keep. You are enough, my dear. Take ease in receiving. So let's see what this is about. It says, receiving gifts once in a lifetime, you are enough. This could be regarding your work or job. It could be like, allow the magic. Yeah, we already read that. Seeing a white stag is said to be an incredible gift that brings an omen of good fortune for those lucky enough to receive this incredible sight. Receiving the antlers card. So maybe there's something about like you're in a position of authority, or you're being protected by your maturity or something. Receiving the antlers card is likewise a wonderful gift to remind you that if something is being offered to you, it's because you're worthy of receiving it. You have the right to accept every good thing you experience without needing to diminish it. So this could be something coming in for you, something about believing that you can actually receive it or achieve it. In fact, it is considered poor taste to turn down gifts in many cultures. So imagine how someone might feel if you disagreed with the compliment they've given you, or you said no to something offered with genuine kindness. The situation you inquired about is safe to say yes to, and more than that, you're encouraged to embrace it with the welcome arms. So you could have accidentally kind of like sabotage your own manifestations or something like that. This may be a once in a lifetime opportunity. Know that out of all the billions of people in the world, you are the one chosen to receive this opportunity. Meet this person or have this idea. Of course, if you miss any opportunities, you can always recreate and remanifest. So don't question your worth. You are more than enough, just as you are. Interesting. Okay, let's move on to some other messages. I like using that deck because it's new, but we might get another Witchy Oracle deck. Sorry, I feel like I have to readjust this. So maybe you're readjusting something. Anyways, for more comfort and more ease, but let's see, what's your action for our Leos? Most important vital actions to set them on the right timeline and path. Wow, that one kind of like spinned. Wow, leaving something behind, detaching from something. Move from problems and be mindful of what you take. Transition, exit, moving beyond problem solving, a journey, deeper thinking, and research. I think we did mention something about taking that time out to deeper think or something interesting. Research. Are we learning a lot at this time? There's something about changing your perspective with the Hangman here as well. Creativity, problem solving, growth. Yeah, this could be in your relationships, some kind of mastery regarding your relationships. You might want to check out if you have any 7th house placements and what planets are there, what aspects are being made. Control, mastery, investigation, and responsibility. Need to balance priorities and decisions. Interesting. Yeah, this could be what's causing you anxiety, especially if you're dealing with like a feminine earth fire sign, or maybe somebody with earth sign as well. But yeah, there needs to be like a grounded approach in order to attract everything that you deserve and desire. So let's see what else we can get. Messages for Leo energies from their highest timeline, most beneficial deities, ancestors, guides, spirit guides. Control sideways. Maybe trying a different approach. Tell me more. Maybe tapping into more of your passion, more of your joy. There could be some kind of cleansing here. Yeah, moving beyond some kind of suffering or lack or the past. Yeah, self-love, creation, intentions. Beautiful. Yeah, decisions. So maybe making the choice to move towards self-love. Something could also be happening in divine timing. Or maybe the clock, like pay attention to times you see on the clock as well. Like those could be angel numbers or like messages for you, especially if you're seeing like a reoccurring number or something. So let's see what else we can get for Leos. Messages for our lovely, gorgeous Leos for their highest timeline, most beneficial ancestors, spirits and deities for Leo. Yeah, sexy time. This is about loving yourself. There's something about like cultivating a greater sense of strength as well. Even if you're facing rejections, there's going to be new opportunities. But yeah, this is a great card. You could have had to process some grief of something that changed in your life, but I feel like this is going to bring you closer to yourself as well in some way. Let's see what this says. Or maybe closer to intimacy in general. Sexual desire, intimacy, and physical touch. You have a strong sexual connection with, and this is with yourself too. You have to have a good relationship with yourself, of course, right? Make yourself feel well and supported and loved. Look at yourself in the mirror and tell yourself you love yourself every day in the morning, first thing you should be doing, right? Or praying constantly, so that you can support and love yourself. So you can have that frequency and that vibration in your electric field and your aura, so you can draw better towards you. You have a strong sexual connection with someone, or you need to rekindle the sexual connection within yourself. So maybe you've been repressing something, you never thought you were good enough, or there was always shame. Of course, we shouldn't just go out and like throw our legs open to everybody or whatever. That's the opposite, but there is a balance. There's a healthy respect for yourself, right? This card suggests a time of sexual exploration, awakening, and rediscovering your needs in the bedroom. And I also want to say, or otherwise. So this could be just about your needs in general, or whether you have the most fun. So do things that bring you that joy and passion to your life, that cleansing, because that's what this card is really giving me. Because you can see they're kind of like enjoying that beautiful nature surrounding. So I don't know, it's very nice. Explore what makes you feel good. Orgasms are good for you. Have a few. They are, actually. I think they are. I think they say they help your immune system, or they strengthen you in some way, shape, or form, or they get that energy flowing, that chi or whatever. So I don't know. Yeah, okay, interesting. Yeah, especially if you're dealing with something to do with work, or you're like overstressed or overthinking something about your job. There's something about letting it go, or seeing the higher perspective, or connecting with joy and optimism, and that should help you as well. So let's see what we can get for juicy messages. Messages from Leo's spirit team for their highest beneficial good. From Leo's spirit team. Something about welcoming something in. Messages for Leo. This could be changes, shifts, new energies. Tell me more for Leo. Something about exiting away from some kind of bullshit, like not bullshitting yourself, like being honest with yourself. Messages for Leos. Or this could be people around you. I think a lot of times if we bullshit ourselves, we also attract bullshitters because it's the same frequency. Everything external is a reflection of the internal, right? So messages for Leo. Oh, sorry. Oh, I almost knocked that on the ground. Losing focus, distractions in surrounding. Demi Moore. Okay. Your family is money hungry. We have Ashlesha Nakshatra. I believe this is a subset of Scorpio, so you could have Scorpio placements if you're dealing with one. What am I doing, Leo? Interesting, because that's the new moon we just had in Leo. I think the moon's still in Leo, is opposing Pluto in Aquarius right now, and Pluto rules Scorpio. So there could be this dichotomy. Scorpio rules intimacy, or the deep, dark shadow work, or traumas, transmuting, coming into our power, rebirthing, phoenix from the ashes, strategy, but yeah, or jealousy on the lower end. You just got to sit back and feel it. Yeah, there's something about like feeling or like letting this move through you. Sometimes it's best not to fight certain things. Just like give your moment, give yourself some time to just fully process it, deal with it, and let it go. And release it and move on, right? Maintain a better mood. So yeah, do whatever it takes for that, especially if you're dealing with grief. Let the real you shine. So connecting more with your soul energy. Karmic energies falling off / clearing. That's because you're aligning yourself with more light and love. Every day is a blessing. Celebrations. That could be a good mentality to every day. You should be grateful that you even woke up, right? So be grateful, make those gratitude prayers, and be grateful to your spirit team and guards and guardian angels. I'm trying to blackmail you. Interesting. Walking away into victory. We have coming out of shadow ban. Interesting. So if your energy was kind of attracting like just nefarious after nefarious, you could be strengthening your aura. And we have critical and guilt tripping you. So maybe somebody was doing this and go quiet on them. So you might need to just completely don't interact, right? Don't interact with the wrong timelines. Stay consistent. Keep trying. Cut the cord. So even if it takes time for you to cut this cord, keep doing it, right? You lost faith in them. And we have would throw sand in your face. I also heard would throw you under a bus. So, yeah, it's giving Mean Girls. What's that movie that has like Lindsay Lohan in the high school? Living in your own peace, loving yourself. That's self-love right there, right? Live in your truth. Yeah, so this could be that truth, that Ace of Swords that we see you kind of that clarity emerging, and stand in your power. Miracles then arrive. Beautiful. Let's get you one of these. Messages for Leo before we close this out. Last messages from your spirit team, guardians, and guides for Leo energies. I remember soul plan, the fated life versus the destined one. So this is about making decisions, creating your path, not just letting things happen to you sometimes, but actually calling back all soul retrieval parts of you, working through that trauma so you can come out stronger as a result. I hope you enjoyed this quick little reading. Thank you for being here. Please hit like, subscribe. You can get a personal use in the Buy Me a Coffee link or leave a tip through there. Good luck. Take care.